When Armin first met Sanaa, he thought she was the perfect woman. They built a home together, and soon they had a son, Daniel, who became the center of his world. Armin worked long hours to provide for his family, always believing that Sanaa was loyal and loving. But behind his back, his wife had started a secret relationship with another man, a so-called friend, who often visited their house. Armin never suspected what was really going on. One evening, Armin noticed Daniel acting strangely. The boy was unusually quiet, refusing to look his father in the eyes. Concerned, Armin tried to ask what was wrong, but Daniel just shook his head and went to his room. Days passed, and the boy's behavior only got worse. He cried at night, had nightmares, and refused to eat properly. A father's instinct told Armin something terrible had happened. Finally, one night, Daniel broke down in tears and confessed. With trembling lips, he told his father that Sanaa and her lover had mistreated him. The details were too painful for Armin to hear, but it shattered him inside. The betrayal wasn't only that his wife had cheated, she had allowed their son to suffer because of her selfishness. Armin felt his world collapse in that moment. At first, he could barely believe it. His mind refused to accept that the woman he loved could be so cruel. But when he confronted Sanaa, her nervousness and silence confirmed the truth. She broke down, admitting her affair, and tried to twist her words to escape responsibility. Armin's anger boiled over, but he kept his composure for Daniel's sake. The next morning, Armin quietly gathered all the evidence he could. He checked phone messages, recorded conversations, and even spoke with neighbors who had seen the lover sneaking into their house when he was away. Each piece of proof was like another knife in his chest, but he knew he needed it. His son deserved justice, no matter how painful the truth was. Instead of screaming or taking revenge with his own hands, Armin did something stronger. He went directly to the police. With trembling hands, he filed a report, presenting all the evidence. The officers listened carefully, especially when they realized a child had been harmed because of the reckless actions of two adults. Within days, Sanaa and her lover were arrested. The news spread quickly in their neighborhood, shocking everyone who had believed the couple had a happy marriage. Armin stood silently as he watched the police take them away in handcuffs. There was no satisfaction in his heart, only a deep sadness. Daniel clung to his father, tears streaming down his cheeks, asking if his mother would ever come back. Armin hugged him tightly, promising that he would always protect him and never let anyone hurt him again. It broke his heart to see his son in pain, but he knew this step was necessary. Court proceedings followed, and every time Armin sat in that courtroom, he felt both anger and sorrow. Sanaa avoided his eyes, while her lover smirked as if he felt no guilt at all. But as evidence piled up, their arrogance faded. The judge listened carefully, and in the end, both of them were sentenced to jail. When the verdict was announced, Armin didn't smile. Instead, he held his son's hand and walked out of the court. Justice had been served, but the scars would remain forever. He had lost his wife, the woman he once loved, and Daniel had lost his mother. Back home, the house felt emptier than ever. The silence echoed with memories of laughter that would never return. Armin cooked for his son, helped him with homework, and tucked him into bed each night, but in his heart, the pain remained. Still, he told himself over and over, he had done the right thing. Slowly, life began to rebuild. Daniel started smiling again, though sometimes his eyes still carried sadness. Armin focused entirely on being both father and mother to him. They leaned on each other, healing day by day. Armin realized that sometimes love blinds people to the darkest truths. But when it comes to protecting your child, no pain is too great, no betrayal too deep. In the end, he lost a wife but saved his son's future, and that was the only thing that truly mattered.